how to get your raw comics. Welcome back to the show. I'm the Star Wars Daddy, and today we're going to do the CGC tutorial, how to set up an account, what to do with your raw comics, to how to get them cleaned, pressed, and sent off for grading. And we're going to review the 4 comics that I did send. They're back. We're going to open them up. We're going to take a look at those grades and discuss this entire process. Even if you don't like comics or you're never going to send a comic off to be graded, this is still be a great video to learn how this process is done. You get to see some cool Star Wars items, and stick around. I'd really appreciate it. Some videos have just come out. In case you missed them because you didn't hit that bell notification like I've told you to every single video, or maybe you did hit it and just didn't see it, we have the video that came out last week, which was my monthly May mail haul of all the items I've added to my collection. Here's the thumbnail right there. Some incredible items there. We had boxed items. We had mint on cards. We had foreign variants. We had video game stuff. You got to go check it out. Then before that, we had a CAS unboxing. There were so many incredible items in here. We had bootlegs from Poland, Mexico, Russia, Little Eddie figures, everything you could imagine. Meccano, French Meccano. There was a French Meccano figure in there as well. Right there, there's the thumbnail. You got to check it out. Amazing items. And upcoming, we've got a CAS unboxing video that'll come out next Sunday. Another one, because they keep sending me all the items that I've sent in. And there are going to be items there that you've never seen before. Incredible stuff. You got to check that video out. And don't forget to check out all of my eBay listing videos. Those come out every single Wednesday, and that is me reviewing all the items I sold on a Sunday. I have 7-day auctions. They start on Sundays, they end on Sundays, the new ones start on Sundays, and then they end on Sundays, and we give shout-outs to all the people that have made purchases with me. We go over price points, we go over the market, and it's all loose, complete Kenner items for the most part. Sometimes there's some vehicles, there's some play sets, mini rigs, all that kind of stuff is added into those sales. But the great videos, I think we're on episode 27-ish now. So that's an ongoing series. Make sure to check it out. I've got a new shirt. It's Back to the Dark Side. Look at this shirt. How awesome is this one? Pretty cool. You got to love Back to the Future and a Star Wars mashup. And yeah, super happy to add this into my collection of shirts. I think I've got like 15 Star Wars shirts now that I can just keep cycling through as I'm making videos to keep things fresh. And if you could, please, before we get into this video, do something that supports me more than you understand how much it supports me. It's a quick little click on the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification again so you can be notified of all these videos that I'm talking about. These videos aren't going to stop. They're ongoing. I've got so much content over here with the Star Wars Daddy that I will keep you entertained for years to come. But enough of all this housekeeping and talking about future stuff. Let's get into the video that's happening right now. Right now. Okay, here we are. We're going to set up our CGC account so we can send those 4 comics off to get graded. And you're going to follow right along with me. And here we are at the cgccomics.com. And obviously we can see that up here in the upper right, we're going to click join. Oh, we have all kinds of options. Okay, what does free get me? Access to online resources. Full submission privileges of CGC. Free grade our notes. What is the extra stuff? 10% off? Well, see, listen, okay. I can see how there's all these tiers, and there could be people that would want those tiers. They're going to be sending tons of comics off because you're going to get all these discounts. Okay, 10% off your grading. You get all kinds of shipping kit vouchers, all kinds of stuff. That is not me. I am doing this fresh and with no experience. So I'm going to start with the free account. So join now. I'm clicking that. And here we go. I'm going to type in some information that I might be editing out so you can't see all my personal information. So I'll put in my email, setting up a password, putting in my name, and I'm the United States. Click that. Display name, Star Wars Daddy. I have agreed. I'm not a robot. Bridges. Okay, that's a bridge. That's a bridge. That's a bridge. That's a bridge. Verify. And let's create. Please correct errors. Oh, primary collecting interest. Comics. What other options were there? There's sports cards, video games, yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. There's those other options of trading cards, sports cards, video games, and video cassettes. I don't really have any that are sealed. I have some graded VHS that are right up here next to me, but I purchased those already graded. I don't have sealed anything of those. So we're gonna do comics, and let's create that account. And here we are. Communication preferences, none. I don't need any of this. Unsubscribe. All right, I'm going to submit comics. So it says, welcome, participate in the registry, share, organize, and showcase your collection to the world in the CGC registry. No, thank you. Submit comics, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Post on chat boards, no. So let's submit now. And let's see, we're gonna scroll through. Submission tracking, my submission status, view status, submission forms. Okay, how does this work? We don't know. All right, let's go to comics. There's an online form. Perfect. Online submission form. Here we are, the CGC online submission form. And we're gonna start a new order. It doesn't let me do anything else but start a new order. So let's go ahead and click this red start new order. We're gonna do a comic. All right, it's pulling it up. Signature series, no. So we got two options on the grading. We've got a regular grading submission or the signature series. Signature series, if your comic's signed by somebody, then it needs to be authenticated, and you get a special label that comes with that. I've got lots of comics that are the signature series that are up here that have signatures from all kinds of people, the artists, actors, all of it. But we're just gonna do regular submitting and primary. So it looks like they do some pressing as well on here. So we got grading, pressing, crossover. Okay, so let's take a look at what all these options are. So grading, collectible grading eliminates uncertainty by providing a professional assessment of authenticity and condition. Pressing. So this is what pressing is, and this is what we talked about. Of one of the steps that we had to do is set up the pressing. And it removes non-collar breaking defects, bends, spine rolls, and dirt in a collectible through non-restorative techniques. Okay, so that's what we are doing already before we send them off to grading. We got a crossover. So crossover is for collectibles sealed, not previously opened in another grading company's holder. I don't know what that is. We got reholder. Okay, we all these other things. We don't need any of this stuff. All we need is the grading. So click on grading. Online waiver. Okay, we got all kinds of stuff. I agree. And let's see, what do we got here? Select a tier. Modern for comics from 1975 present up to a $400 per comic. This is probably what we're doing because these comics are not worth much of anything. The vintage ones is, okay, so that's for stuff that's before 1975, and high value. These are for comics that are valued up to $1,000. And then unlimited value is your fourth option, which means I'm guessing these are for the ones that are way over $1,000. And it's 4% of the fair market value of that comic it costs to grade. So we're just going to do the modern. High res imaging. Grade, okay, we got add-ons. Do we need any of these add-ons? Select this service to receive premium high resolution images of the front and back of the collectible. I don't care about that. Grade pre-screen. Select the service to specify a minimum grade. Okay, so this would be like if you had a whole collection of, let's say, some new comics that you purchased a whole bunch of, and you're going to send them all off for grading, and you only wanted 9.8s. This is where you could put in I want a 9.8 or just reject it and send it back to me. And then you would only have 9.8 comics. I know that John, the action figure creator, has done this before, and he's talked about it in a lot of his videos, and he is linked down below. And we got the Fast Track. Fast Track cuts turnaround times nearly in half, available for modern and vintage tiers only. I'm okay. I'm going to be gone on vacation for a while. These are going to be off. I have no desire to get these back super quick, and so I don't think I need to do any add-ons, and so we're going to add comic. Don't forget pressing. I know. I'm already going to do the pressing. No thanks. All right, so let's do a comic lookup. Here we go. So we are going to put in Star Wars, the Phantom. Oops, got to spell right though. Phantom, Menace. Oops. Okay, it's Dark Horse. I'm just looking through what's popped up here to see if I can just find it. Phantom Menace, German edition, Mexican photo variant cover. That is what we have. Dark Horse photo variant cover from 1999, number 1. And so we're just gonna let's click that and see if it pops up a. It doesn't pop up a picture, does it? Declared value $25, and add comic. It's there. Okay, so let's now do Phantom Menace. Jeez. And Phantom Menace, we want number 2 with the photo. We want photo. Here we go. They're all right there. These are the ones. So we're just going to type in Phantom Menace photo, and I can see all 4 of the comics that we have that we've gone over are all right here. So we click number 2. We declare the value, $25. Add comic. Let's do the same thing. Phantom Menace photo. And we're going to go number 3. Put $25. Add comic. Phantom Menace photo. Number 4. $25. Oops. $25. Add comic. So now let's go down here. We've got $100 worth of grading fees. We've got a $5 handling fee that they've thrown in. Thank you for that. Appreciate that extra fee. So we've got $105. And I guess we click review cart. All right, here we go. Yeah. Choose shipping method. Here we go. And grading modern, 105. Choose shipping method. Prepay FedEx and save. No, I'll just do my own. Ship on your own. Okay, so we're going to do the ship on your own, okay? And choose return shipping. Send back to me. Your collectibles will be shipped directly to the address that you enter below. Send to my PWCC vault. Okay, yeah, send back to me. I'll put in my address. I'll bleep all this stuff out. Okay. Awesome. How should we send your order back to you? Ship with CGC. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 options of the shipping. I could have some sort of an account with FedEx or UPS or USPS, and I want them to use that account, and it would bill me. I'll just ship with CGC, select from shipping options provided from CGC, and we're just going to do that. Let them handle it. It costs $20. It's insured for up to $50,000, so we're insured with it, $20. And so now we're going to enter payment information, which will be bleeped out. Okay, and I think that we're here where we can just submit this. I put in all my credit card information. Submit. And your order has been completed successfully. So we have the address there that you can ship to USPS, but I'm not shipping it there. I'm going to actually ship it to the person that's going to be doing the pressing. And so we're going to go over all of that. So we've got the invoice. So we'll print the packing slip. We'll send that off to the presser, which the next part of the video will show that little part and who I'm sending it to and why we're sending it there. And we'll put the invoice with these comics, send them to him, presses them, and he'll then send them off to CGC. They'll receive them, and we'll get notification when they get received there after the pressing, and where they are and the status of being graded. And then we're going to get them back. And then we're going to go over what those grades are. So this is one long video from the very start of getting these comics, setting up a CGC account, getting the items pressed, getting them to CGC, and then getting them back. And we're going to see what happens. Can we get 9.8s on our very first comics that we've ever graded? I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, we've got the box here. Let's open that up. I love the packaging for this box. Obviously, it's made for comics or other things that are this shape. And so we are going to open this up. And each comic appears to be individually wrapped with a hard cardboard backing to it to make sure that the comics stay straight, which is what I'm taking off of there. And so here we go. Let's go through some of these. We got the, this is the number 4 of 4. This is Padme, or Queen Amidala, on that one. The next one we've got is Darth Maul, and this is number 3. We've got an Anakin one right here. This is number 2. So, and the number 1 of this series of 4 is Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And these things look to be, I mean, like they came right out of a shipping package. These are super clean looking. And so the next step here with these comics, now that we've got the CGC account set up, is we need to send these off to be pressed. And I know nothing about that or why we do it. So let's take the next step in this journey. Now that we have the 4 comics added as an invoiced order on CGC, we need to send the comics off to be pressed. But what does it mean to have the comics pressed? Pressing is a process that can enhance the appearance of a comic book by removing non-color breaking defects such as dents, bends, crunches, rippling, warping, spine rolls, and indentations. It neither adds nor takes away from the comic, making it a non-restorative process that will not make a comic book restored. Dry cleaning a comic to remove soiling and any unwanted substance is also considered a non-restorative process. In a general sense, pressing has been around since the beginning of comic book collecting. Crude and simple methods of pressing were employed in the beginning, with little thought given to long-term effects. By the 80s, pressing became more sophisticated, serving as part of the evolving restoration process. In the 90s, pressing became associated with water and solvent cleaning, hence the phrase cleaning and pressing, and was utilized separately from traditional restoration. Some did not consider cleaning and pressing to be a restoration during the time. It is important to note that just because a comic exhibits good defects does not mean it will automatically increase grade with a pressing. The good defects must be weighed against the presence of any bad defects. For instance, a comic book graded 8.5 with a moderate non-color breaking bend and fingerprints may still grade an 8.5 after pressing due to the fingerprints. To get my comics pressed, John the action figure grader referred me over to Magic Presser on Instagram. His links are here on this page and down in the description of this video. I slid into his DMs, and he immediately responded by asking questions about my order, what I wanted to have done, and then sent me price points. The pressing for 4 comics cost around $15 a comic. I was given an address to ship the comics to, they were pressed, and then Magic Presser shipped them off to CGC with my invoice order form. The next part of this video is the return of my newly graded comics. Okay, now that we have established that I don't know much about comics from a previous video, you'll see the thumbnail right here, and we established I have never sent anything off to be graded, and this was a tutorial of somebody doing it for the very first time. We set up the CGC account. We sent the items off to be pressed, which is a cleaning of them, and then they were sent off to be graded. Those items are back as you've seen, and let's go over the grades and details of these 4 items. First one, hey, 9.8, pretty much a perfect score. That's what people are always shooting for, is the 9.8. And we've got the Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, number 1 of a 4-part series. And this is from May of 1999. And it's the movie adaptation. It's got Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor on the cover. It's an awesome cover. We can remember this scene very clearly from The Phantom Menace, which I just saw again. So we'll see a thumbnail up here. If you haven't seen this video, check out that thumbnail. I go back to see the movie in theaters when it came out for its anniversary, and I go over all of my Phantom Menace items. And here are more Phantom Menace items I'm adding to my collection. So here it is. Super awesome item. Love the acrylic around it that matches all my other comics. Obviously, this is how they make them, but they just look so clean inside of these acrylics. But 9.8 on the first one, that's awesome. The next one, the grade, we did not get what we were hoping for. It's a 9.2 with Anakin there on the front, but still an awesome cover. And this is, let's see here, Phantom Menace number 2. It's same time, May of 1999. It's a photo cover variant. And Jake Lloyd there as Anakin on the front cover. And there's the back. Oh, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, gotta love that. And yeah, 9.2. Honestly, who knows? I couldn't tell you. But if on CGC they tell you that I think there was something on the back here. Yeah, I can see there is something right here. I don't know if I can get this on. Let's see if I can get this on. Yeah, maybe right there, right above hell. There is like this little fading I can see on the comic. And yeah, it's right here. So take a look there if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. There's a little fading piece. And I remember on CGC's, oh, there you go. You can see it now better with the big ring light. It's right above the ring light. There is like a kind of a rectangular piece that's not the same color. But CGC, when you're grading these comics and you don't get a perfect score, they let you know why it's not a perfect score. And that is why, is that the back piece had this small little fade to the black. The best cover is number 3 here. There you go, 9.8. So the 2 best covers that I think got the perfect scores of the 9.8. And this has got your Ray Park right there as Darth Maul on the front, and you can see me in the reflection. Oh, perfect. Ooh, look at my face right on Darth Maul's face. Awesome. But this is the, again, all these are from May of 1999, movie adaptation, photo cover variant. And, and it's got Star Wars on the back, Episode 1, Phantom Menace. What is this? It's a video game? Oh, it's a video game. Yeah, video game ad. So awesome there. Perfect content for this one. 9.8, awesome. Love it. And the last one with Padme on the cover. This is your Phantom Menace number 4. Again, May of 1999, photo variant cover with Natalie Portman. And 9.4, and I believe it's the same. There's a similar thing on this one. Let me take a look at the back. I know they said there was some. Oh, I can see it. I do see it. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it on here. Oh, yeah. So right up here, you can see that there's a little bit of fading in the color right up in here on the black. And that is what held it back from getting the 9.8, is that small little piece of fading. It's less than the Anakin cover that had a 9.2. That one is a little more prominent. This one was a little bit harder to see and a little bit smaller. And that's probably why it got a slightly better score of the 9.4. But still, you know what? For my very first comics that I've sent out, happy to be in the 9s with everything, getting 2 9.8s. And it was quite a great experience. Okay, that's it. That's the video, the tutorial on CGC, how to set up an account, how to add your comics into an invoice, how to send the comics off to be graded. But before that, you got to send them off to be pressed so they can be cleaned, and the best chance you can have to get the best scores from these grades. And then from there, they were sent to CGC, and then CGC graded them, sent them back to me. We went over all that. We went over the two 9.8s, a 9.4, and a 9.2. For my very first comics ever, they're Star Wars. They look awesome. They're going to look great up on my wall, which I think I'm moving my comics to the far wall. And then I'll put more action figure stuff up here. I need more space for the comics. I'm like putting them behind each other because I have so many comics. I can't even keep up with the amount I have over here. Now I've just added 4 more. I've got like 6 of them down here that I haven't even added up here. So got to make more space over there. And we'll add in some more action figures, maybe mint on card stuff that I've got will be over here now instead of hiding over here in the corner. Who knows? This room will be packed with stuff here soon. Thanks so much for coming on this journey with me. I really appreciate it. The number of subscribers is right up here. You guys, the number keeps going up. I really appreciate it. Before you go, please hit that like, the subscribe, and the bell notification. That helps bring people to me that have not found me to keep building out this community. I really appreciate all the support. I plan to do more comic book stuff because I keep buying stuff, and hopefully I'll get some options of sending some other stuff off, and we can go over all that in the future. I really appreciate you sticking around until the end, and until the next time, who's your daddy?